Guys, things are getting real. Let's talk about morning practice because so many believe that that's just part of the spiritual community's rules to do a morning practice. There's actually a big why to this, and I feel that I am always asking myself, why am I spending 1 hour, 45 minutes, sometimes 1.5 hours in the morning to stabilize my field? We were given a free divine will. With that, we also need to activate our discernment. We need to feel the energy of our divine free will. This means dismantling the ego inside of us that is being ruled by the programs that they're streaming into our field, but also by our wounded inner child. So when we do our morning practice, when we strengthen our 12-dimensional shield, but most and for all, feel our inner God self, we sharpen up our natural state, which is sharp, focus, and alert. That changes everything. It's the foundation for the rest of the day and the rest of your life. I try sometimes to skip it and do it later, which means immediately I go out in the world and I connect to the world, the outside of me, from a place where I haven't connected to my inner God self, where I actually haven't activated my discernment, I haven't activated my sharp focus and alert. So what happens is that I start my day, let's say, look at the phone, answering some messages, taking a cup of coffee. All of those things will make me act from my ego. And the ego is scared. It's running on old systems, and now we are at the pinnacle point where we are creating the new phase of our lives. So the morning practice is more important than ever, and to stay there. Sometimes it takes me only 30 minutes to do my clearing, to activate my shield, to find my inner God self. Sometimes I need to sit there for 1 hour plus because I've been doing a lot of work during the night, being all over the different dimensions, working, and it takes some time for my body, my soul to find back to my own energy in this incarnation, right? To this soul. Although I'm connected to my monadic self and there's no separation in between my soul extensions, it's still coming back here to this timeline. Super important. The ego always try to ask me a couple of times every morning, are you sure? You're on vacation. Why don't you lay in the hammock and take your cup of coffee instead and chill, and then you can do your morning practice. But every time I sit down and I do my morning practice first, and I have the most amazing experience where I get to remember the soul that I am beyond this incarnation, and then I can use that connection to my inner God self to actually use my personality, chosen very well in this incarnation, to be in service, to explore, to enjoy this incarnation, and so on and so on. So right now, our ego is louder than ever. I feel like that's the awakening. Part of the awakening is hearing your ego more than ever seeing the ego. And whatever that is, right? It's imposters, it's entities, it's programs. But also I hear and feel my soul louder than ever. So I feel my higher self, my avatar self is coming online. I can go up to the Godhead at moments. So this is coming online, and it's very satisfying. But it's just like everything is amplified now. Our shadows, our light. And I just wanted to record this to really inspire you to start doing a morning practice if you don't do that. Shield your 12-dimensional light body, activate your Christic architecture, pray, call in the 7 spirits of Christ, clear your field, learn how to check your field, scan your field. Today I'm releasing a new teaching in the self-mastery, which I'm very happy about. It's the heightened sensory perception, which is one of our biggest gifts, that through the attacks we have closed down that heightened sensory perception. And in the teaching, I also go through an activation how to activate this, which makes it easier to actually scan your body for any negative energies. So our gifts are coming online, and I think it's freaking awesome. But that means also, as our heightened sensory perception is getting stronger, we're also feeling everything more, so we will be called to actually not go everywhere and spend time not with everyone, and we will be called to keep strengthening our light body and find that frequency that is our true frequency. So Shinarana katatana sinarana kotososana karana tatati shiawakia natasia. Breathe. Open up your sacred crystal heart and all communication links into God, and feel your inner God self every day, several times a day. Sometimes we lose ourselves in the outer, but we can come back in just 3 breaths. I love you. I honor you. Mwah. Blessings.